So thank you everyone for taking the time to join us. I don't know, Sue, if you've done the master, but if not, please mute your microphones. We just want to keep the background noise to a minimum. But if everyone has their videos on, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, as Ms. Kelly said, we're recording this. We want to be able to share it with everyone. And we want to be able to show everyone that we were able to get everyone together. This has been a very unusual experience here, but we're very happy to be able to come together and celebrate it again in this unique venue. Everyone's at home. I alluded to that in one of my emails. I believe we've got 8 different countries, 4 different continents of graduating class. So again, to be able to bring everyone together and celebrate this great achievement is something that we're very happy, very happy to be doing. You've overcome more than you've had to, boys. Again, we talked about this very early in the whole thing. We're all good at our jobs. Nobody's got experience managing a global pandemic. So to the parents and to the families and to the students, most importantly, thank you for your patience and your hard work and your dedication to CIH, to the program, but more importantly to yourselves. We appreciate that hard work, and we appreciate everything that you guys have done to ensure your own success. In addition to the 11 graduates that we have today, we're being joined by 2 alumni, Mr. Donovan Sabrango and Mr. Dylan Peterson. Dono attended CIH for 3 years. He played Bantam for his 2 years, and PD was with us for 2. Both made big impacts, obviously, during their time here at the Academy, and continue to do so both on and off the ice. These gentlemen wanted the opportunity to graduate with their peers. I can still remember my first year in the dorm, the Bantam wing, having those 2 along with J-Mac, Nick, and Connor. It was a very nice and loud welcoming to the dorms that the boys gave me. So I'm very happy to have 5 members of that original Bantam team that are with us today. And again, appreciate everyone for jumping on this call. We want to start moving into slide 1, Miss Kelly.
Yes.
We're good. I can't see the slide deck, so I'm assuming everything's running as smooth as we practiced it to be.
Okay.
So typically what we would be doing right now, we'd be welcoming our graduates into kind of the arena onto stage. But this year we'd like to highlight some great memories and the changes that these gentlemen have achieved here at their time. Oh, you're spoiling it.
Yes.
We want to highlight the achievements at their time here at CIH. Some of you have been with us, as I mentioned, for 4 years, but others have just recently joined us. We've loved having you as part of our family. We appreciate your time here at CIH and your contributions to the legacy of the school. Obviously, we want to recognize the support that these young people have received from their family and friends. Again, that is emotionally, it's financially, it's the time commitment. It's those late night phone calls. Again, when they were young grade 8, grade 9 students, all the way up to the stresses of moving through a high school career. Again, both on and off the ice. So again, family and friends, you've played a massive part in all of this, and we want to take the time to thank you.
Okay.
Hello, my friends. Congratulations to you and your family on being a graduate of Canadian International Hockey Academy. Graduating from any school is very prestigious, but I feel that at CIH, it's even one notch higher. It's not only about school. It's not only about hockey. It's a way of life. Always remember, like I do during road trips, sitting on the plane or sitting in my hotel room, I'm thinking about the schools, like the teachers, my coaches that taught me the way out to live, the way out to do things. Always remember also to thank your parents. They were there from the first day you were born. Always remember this. We take this for granted. Like your leadership, your perseverance, your talent will make you the future of our society. Tonight, 8 countries are being represented in our graduation. I can't tell you how much I would like to be at your graduation, to be able to give you a big hug, to shake your hand, to talk to you about your hockey future, or maybe what you want to be if you don't get to the NHL or any other professional league, but it doesn't really matter. In this time, in this tough time right now, being a good citizen, being a good role model is even more important than being a good athlete. So please celebrate your graduation with pride. You deserve it. You're the class of CIH. I congratulate you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you and your parents. All the best to you, my friends.
So I guess I'm up next. And I just wanted to give a kind of quick overview of the year. Basically, what can I say? This has been the strangest year ever in my 5 years as principal of CIHA. Whoever thought that we would be here today doing a virtual grad? I have been very nervous about putting this on and making it all work. So I apologize if I click a button too soon or mess up the slideshow. This is my first time to do something so big virtually. My biggest regret of this year is that I was not able to vlog before you left. That was really sad. But I do truly hope that someday you will all come back and visit and we can celebrate together. And however, today is not about regrets. It's about the future of each and every one of you. You all have it in you to be amazing. I know that. You can change the world and make it a better place. Be true to yourself and be confident in your abilities. And I'm going to pass it over to Coach Andre.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, this is kind of a funny time for us, but I would just like to, first and foremost, I would like to say congratulations to all our graduates and know that we are all very proud of you for your accomplishment. I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to reflect on the time that you have spent at CIH, but basically every year around this time of the graduation, it always takes me back in a time to when I graduated high school, college, and all the hockey seasons that I've gone through year after year. And one of the first things that always come to my mind is how fast time flew by. I left home at 19 and I came back home 18 years later. Now, if you're quick at math, that is about 157,000 hours. So when I reflect back to those hours, I can still remember those first few hours of leaving home with my mom and dad. I said goodbye to everyone in my family. I probably cried for 2 hours in my dad's car because I was leaving the people that were closest to me and all the comfort that I had in my life. A big part of me was excited, but a part of me was scared and I was worried and if I was going to be okay. So when my parents and I finally said our goodbyes, I went upstairs to my dorm room. And for the first time in my young adult life, I was on my own. And in that moment, when you would think that the feeling of stress, anxiety, fear, and sadness would set in, somehow a feeling of ease came over me and I realized that I was going to be okay. And still to this day, I remember walking into my dorm room and having that feeling. Now, the reason I share this with you is that I often think about that moment. And I often wondered why I felt so at ease, yet everything that made me felt safe and secure, had just said goodbye to me and left me to be on my own. In time, I came to understand why. As a teenager, while I was going through high school, hockey, life, like yourselves, I went through struggles, heartbreaks, I had success. I had coaches and teachers that were hard on me, that praised me and pushed me to be better and taught me valuable life skills. I had close friends that believed in me. I had a brother who I look up greatly. He was a better hockey player than I was, and every time we played a sport, he brought the competitive side of me. And I had loving parents, supportive parents, who at times gave me some tough love. And to some extent, I'm sure you guys can relate. At the time, I didn't realize it, and it took me a while. But all these experiences that I went through as a teenager, like yourselves, It was actually getting me ready for that day when my parents would leave me on my own in my dorm room to figure out what real life as an adult was going to be. We don't often give ourselves enough credit, but today, as you sit there closing one chapter of your life and tomorrow opening a new chapter in your life, I would like to share with you, don't be afraid of tomorrow, don't be afraid of new experiences, and don't be afraid of change, because you are ready for it. You are stronger, braver, and more resilient than you think. At this moment, you may not realize how much you have retained from the time being at CIH, but take comfort in knowing that you are never alone. Everything that you have learned through the academy, your teachers, your coaches, your peers, your family, and your parents, it would all come back to you at different times to guide you and help you in your time of uncertainty. Kind of like that little voice inside your head. And you will realize in those moments how important your influences were, how your influences were as you were going through your teenage years. And I hope that all our voices can at some point provide you with hope and ease in your young adult life, just as my influences did and still does for me. Each one of you have the capability of doing something great with your life. As you begin your new journey, the road of opportunity is wide open, and make sure to fill your white canvas with memories that will last you a lifetime. I will leave you with this. Find your passion, make each day count, and may your life be filled with much health, success, and everything that you wish for. And make sure you take good care of yourselves. And I wish I could all see you guys in person right now, but I wish you all best of luck and congratulations to all of you, class of 2020. Thank you.
Morning, good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing good. As Tom, as Susan, as Andre mentioned, we wish we could have said proper goodbyes. And even though staff put efforts into this virtual celebration, still feels like it should have been more. It still feels like we have been robbed of a proper farewell. Parents, I want to thank you for trusting us with your son for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, for 4 years. We know it can be hard to let them go at a young age and to have them coming back at home as men. Your ongoing support and especially your patience during these strange times are truly appreciated. I think it's important to highlight 3 graduating students today. All 3 have spent their 4 high school years with us. Justin MacDonald from Women's G Quebec. I hope I got that right, Justin. Justin, you played Bantam AAA before moving on the Midget AA team for the next 2 seasons, and you finished your final year with the Prep U18. Justin, you were a consistent contributor on all of your teams, and you had a steady improvement each season. You were well liked by your peers, and it was a pleasure to have you around campus. You're a great role model, so keep going. Connor from Jandakot, Australia. I sure hope I got that one right too. Connor playing Bantam AAA, and then you moved up to Midget AA for the next 2 years, and you were named captain in your 2nd year. You played a final year with us with Prep U18, and over your 4 years, you matured into a well-rounded young man, and you have shown incredible development on the ice each year through hard work and a dedication to the game. Nick Odermatt from Okinawa, Japan. Nick, you joined the Bantam AAA for your 1st season, and then you moved up to AA, where you had a breakout season. You joined Midget White for your 3rd year, and you played the Prep U18 with your younger brother Titus this year. Like older brothers Marcus and Thomas, you're also a 4-year grad from CIHA. You're extremely talented on and off the ice, in the classroom, and you demonstrate perfectly how hard work pays off. We welcome these 3 boys at age 14. They spent all 4 high school years with us, and you all became great young men. I couldn't be more proud of you. Thank you for making CIHA your home for the last 4 years. Graduates, Andre, Ilnar, Ivan, Leo, Ryan, Ben, Justin, Connor, Nick, John, Damien. I'll leave you with this. Always remember where you come from and the many people who have assisted you along the way. Set high expectations for yourself. Take risks and challenge yourself to become a better person. Try to never wonder, what if, or I wish I had. We all have high expectations of you, so make us proud once again as you accept your next challenge. Congratulations to you all. Félicitations. Good luck. And now I'll leave my place for our president and founder, Robert Bourdeau.
Hi, everybody. Different times where we see faces on the screen, and it's sad that we cannot, shake hands with everybody and congratulate in person everybody. But I'll try to be quick. I don't have the same contact with all the students that the staff of CIH have on a daily basis with all of you. I've seen your faces. I know some of your names, but I've seen you with your hockey helmets. I don't see you in your class too much, but I saw you walk around the campus all the time. The goal of this hockey school or life school, call it what you want, is to build better athletes, better young men. Help your parents, and thank you, parents, to letting us share your lives and share your kids when they come, and hopefully go back as men. But it's to help people develop themselves, and into every challenge that there is, there's always an opportunity. And I just couldn't get my mind around. Okay, this is the graduation today. I'm not the best at speeches, you know that, but especially the people that have been around 2, 3, 4 years. But I always try to keep one word, one punchline that is really important. And the word this year to me was, I thought, resiliency. And Andre mentioned that word in his dialogue. And resiliency is what you develop and what you can learn, and how you can learn to adapt in tough situations, and you can learn it. And resiliency here, I'll read a little something, because I just pulled up something in the QS, the think tank that evaluates the universities, has identified resilience as a skill which employers feel that graduates are lacking in the most when compared with its perceived importance. So when you look at all the different things, like whether it's your negotiating skills, your language, your leadership, creativity, interpersonal skills, adaptability, communication, teamwork, and so on, and many more, organization skills. The one that people feel students in today's world are lacking the most is resilience. These COVID times, you have to be resilient to go through this. So, the class of 2020, not only here at CIH, but class of 2020, take the opportunity that's in front of you and always work with it. And this year, it's to be more resilient, because it's harder for you to train, harder for you to go to school, harder for you to see your friends. But you deal with these things, and you'll be a stronger leader in the community moving forward. If you're resilient as a hockey player, you will go further. We have a few that have high hopes with us today. Be resilient. Always be. You're the toughest nut out there, whether it's in practice, whether it's at your job. You will always come out with. Be resilient. Never give up. Always work hard, and at the end, you'll be so satisfied when you accomplish something on your own. So I won't be much longer today. It's congratulations to all the graduates. It's how could I say, it's hard to see you go and not see you right now. We're in different times, but congratulations to all. Thank you to all the parents. Thank you to all the staff that helped you through this year, in and away from the school, and hope to see a lot of people back in September from the staff side, and maybe some of the families that have somebody coming back, or even you, the students that are leaving us. Never forget that CIH is always there. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Sue, Andre, Annie, and of course, Mr. Bordeaux. Again, everyone's kind of hitting the same things. It doesn't feel perfect, but we're all very happy to spend this time together and get this opportunity to close off this year, this very unique year. And again, we want to take that time to highlight that. So with that being said, it's time to move on to the award portion of the ceremony. We want to take some time to highlight the individual successes that our students have had. If you've been in the cafeteria in the Tomlinson building, these awards are hanging on the wall. We're celebrating our 9th graduating class. We're very proud of our legacy and having that these young men contributing to that legacy. Our alumni spread across the globe, making contributions within their own communities. And again, boys, whether you continue to pursue hockey education or take some time to find yourself, knowing that you've grown into fine young men that have made us very, very proud. So the first award we would like to present is called the Athletic Award. This is to recognize a top graduating athlete who demonstrates a balance of athletic abilities off the ice. Congratulations to Mr. Andrei Svalov. The clapping, we see that this still feels weird. Congrats, Mr. Svalov. We appreciate everything you do. And again, you know how much I like you. Our second award is called the Staff Award. So this is voted on by the staff of CIH and is given to the student who most exemplifies the balance between our motto, school, hockey, life. Congratulations to the one-legged man, Mr. John Burbidge. Our third award is the Character Award. This award is given to the student who most exemplifies strength of character, both in and out of the classroom. Congratulations, Justin MacDonald. I love whoever's clapping in the background. I love it. Thank you. The Principals Award is given to the student who demonstrates a high level of academic achievement and is involved within, oh, sorry, backing up one. Sorry, thank you. The Alumni Award is presented to the student who has overcome challenges during the pursuit of education and is viewed as a role model amongst their peers. Congratulations, Leo Haban. Now the Principals Award. I jumped ahead, Sue. I was excited. The Principals Award is given to the student who demonstrates a high level of academic achievement and is involved in extracurricular activities. Congratulations, Ryan Hutcheson. CIH's Scholar Award is given to our top graduating student who has the top marks within their grade 12 year. Although we may have to rename this award the Odermatt Award. Congratulations, Nick Odermatt. For those unaware, and I think we might have a couple of them on, the Odermatts have now won this 3 years in a row. Titus, no pressure, bud.
Tom?
Yeah.
Sorry. I just wanted to add, and I think it's important, but to also say congratulations to Nicolas Odermatt for making and being honored with the CSHL all academic team as our top scholar. So congratulations, Nicolas.
Oh, that's amazing. Thanks, Andre. our last award is called the Founder Scholarship Award. It is to recognize continued academic excellence. This award is presented to all students who've achieved a 90% overall average in any semester during their time at CIH. This year, we have 3 graduates who will be recognized for their outstanding achievements. First up, with 1 semester, Mr. Ivan Landyshev. With 2 semesters, Mr. John Burbidge. And with 6 out of 8 semesters, Mr. Nicolas Odermatt. Gentlemen, congratulations. To all the award winners, congratulations. Again, we appreciate everything that you have done at your time at CIH, and we're really, really proud of all of you.
Okay.
With that being said, we're going to move on to the real reason we're all here, is to recognize each and every one of our graduates. Our faculty have put together a little presentation for each one of you. And again, I believe it's Miss Cumming that is going to be up first, so I will pass the stage over.
Thank you. As parents, family, and educators, we know this day is coming. We know that our students are going to get older, bigger, finish school, become more independent. We know this, and yet when the day arrives, we gather quietly and we say to each other, I can't believe they're graduating already. I can't believe they're done high school. I can't believe it's been 4 years already. It goes by so fast. For this grad, it's actually been 5 years since he became part of the Blythe at CIHA family. Donovan was the only grade 8 playing for the Bantam team rather than the varsity at the time. His talent on the ice was very apparent even then. But what propelled him to where he is now wasn't just the 2 inches that he was growing on average each month. It has been his incredible hard work ethic, his perseverance, and his intensity. Donovan does everything with intensity, not just workouts, practices, and games. I know that he would do anything for his Nana, mother, and sister. After school, he would be with myself or Miss Waldy to make sure that he did well in his classes. And he makes time for his friends, keeping the close connections that he's made throughout his high school years. Donovan, you are an incredible hockey player, and we are all so excited to see you succeed in your athletic dreams. But more importantly, you are a wonderful person that is creative, that is curious, that can make delicious muffins in a toaster oven, that can build a Quincy hut in the snow surrounded by maple syrup. You are someone that I can't help but think about whenever I hear an old Fetty Wap song, and someone who supports his friends that have become his brothers, even when things get muddy, and someone who is kind and caring towards those that face physical and mental challenges in their lives. You are many amazing things, Donovan Sparango, and you are truly deserving of the great things coming your way. Enjoy them all. It goes by so fast. Congratulations and best of luck to you always, my dear.
The first time I met Dylan was in October of his grade 9 year at CIH. We had planned a school scavenger hunt, and I thought, here's this nice, quiet, shy boy, as in the first minutes, he barely said a peep. But that didn't last long. 30 minutes in, the boys had to record themselves doing the chicken dance, movements, actions, and all. Dylan took the lead, getting everyone in place, showing the movements, and even finished off with a paired dancing number where his partner was wailing away. It was entertaining to say the least, and it started a great relationship that I grew with Dylan over his years at CIH. A lot changed after the chicken dance, though. Things got more serious for him, but it never changed who he was. Goofy, loud, smiling, the boy that I met on day one. But now for the serious stuff. Dylan, your parents, teachers, coaches, and mentors have provided you with all the support and skills you need to be successful. It may be scary and there might be trying times, but these challenges are what will make you stronger. I know the talent you have and the fire that drives you. With the strong foundation you have and everything you have grown to be along your journey, I truly believe you will be successful in anything you choose to do. Myself, all the teachers at Blythe, all the coaches and staff at CIH are standing behind you, supporting you, and believing in you. So if you need a friendly face, a boost, a kick in the butt to get yourself back up and on track, you always know where we are. Best of luck in the future. I know it's going to be a bright one.
Curious and quick with the response, Ben and I were the best of friends at the start of this school year. I'd see Ben about 3 times a day in my office, just popping in to check on the latest status of where he was going to play. He made it very well known that he wanted to be on the prep team. So he was always in asking, will I be skating with you or prep? Can I do both? And sure enough, Ben impressed Coach Andre enough and earned himself a spot on the prep team. And guess what? I didn't see him again all year. All kidding aside, Ben was a fantastic leader when he was on the ice with us, always working hard and setting a great example. In my online class at the end of the day, second semester, I'd always see him the first one on the ice, working hard, doing proper drills, not just skating around firing pucks. Around the school, Ben was polite and considerate, always offering to help out when everyone else would scatter at the end of a meeting. He was also an active participant in our houses and established himself as a leader in the Crosby house. Ben is noted by his teachers as being a fantastic public speaker, and he's known for twisting a tale or two in Miss Kelly's office over the years. Ben, we look forward to having you back at CIH next year to continue watching you grow and to have you lead the next generation of CIH students. We wish you all the best, Ben, and we'll see you again soon.
All right, so I've had the pleasure of teaching this grad for the past 2 years. And during that time, I've learned about what an incredibly kind and hardworking student he is. Although he may come off as being very quiet, once he's into conversation with the rest of the boys, he has no problem dragging me completely off topic with the rest of the class. 2 words, chemistry class. I'm of course talking about John. From the very start, I was impressed with his innate kindness and respect that he showed everyone around him. But over time, I've also learned he has quite a sarcastic sense of humor as well. I could always depend on John to get something done, even in houses, which I know wasn't necessarily always his favorite activity. Cuts into too much of his goalie time. I know John will succeed in anything he puts his mind to. He has a very bright future ahead of him, and we will miss him dearly. Congratulations and good luck.
Just unmuted myself. I'm going to have to give my speech and press the buttons at the same time, so hopefully I don't mess it. All right. This grad started his first year with us as a quiet, well-mannered student. That was until he befriended his francophone teammates. And thanks to a few key suspects, no names mentioned, despite his limited English, Damien soon learned all the tricks. I had the pleasure of supervising Damien in his online class during his first year, and that was entertaining to say the least. Trying to keep him, Hugo, and Dove from speaking French was quite the challenge. I soon learned that Damien was a real character and was impressed at how quickly he learned some catchy comebacks in his broken English. Never a dull moment with Damien around. As time passed, he gained a bit of a reputation as our little princess, in part due to apparently very long Epsom salt baths. However, don't let that princess persona fool you. Damien transforms when on the ice. He always plays with intensity and passion and is completely dedicated to his sport and being the best that he can be. He even showed us that when his team is under attack, he can scrap with the best of them. However, we may not want to talk about that too much as Coach Al might get upset. Damien, you are a unique character with a great joy for life. As Dr. Zeus said, why fit in when you were born to stand out? Damien, you have shown us that you have the potential to pursue post-secondary education when the time is right. But for now, he is focused on his hockey career and has started playing with the new team back in Switzerland. We wish you all the best as you embark on this next chapter of your life, and we will miss you. I think Miss Davidova is muted. I'm trying to. Okay, Miss Davidova, I just unmuted you.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
A famous German philosopher, Friedrich Nietzsche, said, "Men mature when they have regained the seriousness they had as a child at play." I found this incredibly suitable quote for our next graduate. Ivan Landyshev, the graduate who does not smile or laugh easy, knows exactly what he's doing in life and is taking it seriously, thus proving the philosopher's point about men's maturity. Growing from an international student from Russia to an ambassador of younger Russian student athletes at CIH, Ivan has a dynamic character and an incredibly hardworking individual who has shown he can do anything he sets his mind to. This also includes taking 100 photos to get the perfect action pose. Ivan is a great leader on ice and is someone who his coaches and teammates can always count on to exert maximum effort in every situation. And he actually does smile with his close group of friends. But it is his seriousness that has led him to the great success in school hockey life. Ivan, you have accomplished the remarkable Blythe CH student-athlete career. I'm confident that this is just the foundation of many accomplishments yet to come. A huge congratulations on completing your high school in Canada, and may you reach all your goals in the future.
When this grad first arrived at our school, he didn't seem particularly happy to be here. He never said anything to me. I never saw him smile. There were just many deep breaths and eye rolls. So I asked one of my Russian informants why Andrei Svalov was so grumpy all the time. I was told, "He's not grumpy guy. He's so fun. He just hates you. No big deal." The next day, I approached Andre about this, and I told him that he could switch to the other class if he wanted. After looking embarrassed and telling me that he wanted to stay, I jokingly told him, good, because I hate you too, and I want to make things terrible for you. It's going to be my new goal, every day. That was the first time I saw this grad smile, and we have reminded each other of this hate often ever since. 3 years ago, Andre began his hockey journey at the CIHA on the AA team. Through sheer determination, he gained a spot on AAA, and this year has been an incredible captain for the white team. This year, he led the HEO with 52 assists. He also tripled his previous season stats in goals, assists, and total points. Academically, Andre has improved his English language skills dramatically, achieving above provincial curriculum standards in both grade 11 and grade 12 university level English courses, a notable achievement even for native English speakers. In his humble way, Andre has been able to succeed in school, hockey, and life. Having him as one of my head boys in the Matthews house has been awesome. Whether we were dancing, running, carving pumpkins, or cooking, he has been a great leader. And that's the perfect word for Andre, leader. His resilience, perseverance, positivity, and grit on and off the ice is incredible. Andre, last year at this time, when you asked me if I would speak for you at your graduation, I knew that it would be difficult. And it is. Another reason for me to hate you. But I'm so honored, and I'm so proud too. We are all so proud of you for the amazing force of a person that you are. And as happy and excited as we are for you, it's also very bittersweet to see you go. Thank you for being such a wonderful student. I hope every day was terrible. Also, I still hate you, now more than ever. But congratulations on graduating, and best of luck to you going forward.
Kind, funny, and happy are 3 words I would use to describe this student. He always greets you with a hello and a smile, no matter what day, how he's feeling, or what has happened previously. He gets to work and remains quiet in class. However, some of the funniest moments I have experienced at CIH are inadvertently due to something this student has said or done without even trying to be funny. Whether it was his 1920 slang presentation in which his opening lines were "butt me big cheese," or his recent reading of Merchant of Venice in which he put on the most hilarious accent that brought the class to tears, this young man is hilarious. I have never had, another thing I will always remember about you, Leo, yes, Leo, it is you I'm speaking about, is your love for turtles. Miss Kelly told me once that they were your favorite animal, and ever since I've been hearing about you and your love for turtles. I hear you even gave a very interesting presentation in biology class about the sea turtles, in which you provided a very detailed video of the mating rituals, which definitely captured the class's attention, I have been told. All humor aside, Leo, you are one of a kind, a true gentleman, and a good person all around. I know the future seems uncertain for you at the moment, trying to decide where you're going to play next year, what you're going to do, but I truly believe that you will end up doing something great, and that you will forever bring your positivity and happiness to everyone you touch, because that is what you do at CIH, and I know you will carry it on in the future. Best of luck in your future endeavors. You will be greatly missed.
Always the first one to greet me with a "Good morning, Marcus," Ilnar was quiet and polite in the classroom and on any occasion that he popped into the office. Anytime I walked into an online room or class, Ilnar had his head down, working away diligently. When I was lucky enough to join White on the ice for practice or catch a game, I always saw an approach that was very much the same. Strictly business, except maybe for one little scuffle. His hitman game day outfit, as I like to call it, the turtleneck under his suit, buzz cut, very Conor McGregor-esque, was a look intense enough to even intimidate Coach Andre. On the ice, he lived up to that hitman look as a lethal goal scorer, scoring at a goal a game pace this year. Away from the rink, Ilnar is a math whiz, destined for the Guinness Book of World Records, if you ask Ms. Davidova's class. He worked incredibly hard on his English while at CIH, going from an ESL stream course all the way up to university stream this year, just in 2 short years. Ilnar, we're all very excited to see what the future holds for you, and we are confident that with your work ethic, diligence, and politeness, you are destined for great things. Wishing you all the best in what comes next. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This graduate is always a pleasure to be around. Anytime a helping hand was needed, this athlete would be there giving 100% before, during, and after. Southern politeness is something that we had always heard about, but had never truly experienced until Ryan Hutcheson. After meeting him on his visiting day, we all hoped that Ryan would return, and we are so grateful that he did. Ryan, also known as Hutch, is exactly the type of student you hope to have in your class. He smiles and says hello the moment he arrives. He participates, asks meaningful questions, goes above and beyond with his work, is opinionated and passionate, is respectful, and always says thank you and goodbye when he leaves. I remember writing Ryan's name in my school book and circling it multiple times to make sure that I had him as one of my top picks for our annual houses draft. I am so glad that I was able to draft him, and I am so grateful that he has been one of the head boys in the Matthews house this year. Whenever you have a positive leader in your group, it's always a great relief knowing that you can count on them. So thank you, Ryan, for being a leader in Matthews house from day one. During his time with Blythe at CIHA, Ryan has progressed as a student, but also as an athlete. We've been able to see him play with the AA team, the AAA White, and Prep. The flexibility and perseverance he has had as a player has served him well, and I have no doubt that it will continue to do so. Ryan, although there have been some major challenges for you this year, you have continued to overcome and rise above them. This is a true testament to the wonderful person that you are. You have always been a mature young man, and there are so many great things ahead for you. You have worked so hard to reach this milestone, and you should be so proud of yourself. We hope that you keep in touch with us and visit often for alumni events whenever possible. Congratulations on graduating, and best wishes to you always, my dear.
Where do I begin? This student has made the 4-year journey at CIH alongside myself. 4 years ago, we both joined the CIH family together, and today I couldn't be more proud of who this young man has become. Always the jokester and schoolwork escape artist extraordinaire, grade 9 was a challenging year all around for this young man. Coming from Australia, he had to deal with the change in climate, curriculum, and learn the social graces of us lovely Canadians. Needless to say, grade 9 was a learning year with many bumps along the way. In grade 10, this student began to come into his own, becoming more confident and sure of himself. He was well known and liked among many, and it was the year that I had the pleasure and pain of spending countless hours tutoring him and his fellow Aussie after school. Even though it was definitely challenging at times, I have many fond memories of getting to know him better at this time. The great grade 11 change definitely occurred in this one. He came back in his grade 11 year ready to buckle down in school and prove himself on the ice. In the blink of an eye, he had grown into a mature, organized, yet still a bit crazy young adult. 2019/2020 marked year 4 and his final year at CIH. As a grade 12 student, he had become a leader. On and off the ice, his peers respected him and looked at him as an example of what they wanted to be. In the classroom, his teachers had grown to love and hate him all in one with his lovely quirks and special character. Of course, I am talking about you, Connor. You have made your mark here at CIH in our memories and on our hearts. Look at how far you've come. Reflect back on the good times and carry them as you travel through life. It is not goodbye. It is a see you later, and we better see you later. Last bit of advice that I'm going to give you for the very last time. Always remember to make good choices and eat your vegetables.
Okay, so this grad is an extremely hard worker. He always strives for excellence in class and on the ice. I'm of course talking about Nick. At first, it was quite hard to get him to crack a smile. He may have been referred to on campus as the grumpy Odermatt, but over the years, I've gotten to know his quick wit and his sarcastic humor. I still don't think I've managed to get him to laugh at any of my science jokes. To be fair, they're pretty bad. Although I know him and the rest of the class will never let me live down the Frankie and Mendwater video. Yeah. In class, Nick is an extremely hardworking student. I never worry too much about him because I know that when I ask the class to study, he'll actually do it. In fact, I've heard rumors around campus about him being somewhat of a fantastic, how should we call it, homework helper. Going forward, I have absolutely no doubt that Nick will be successful in any career path he puts his mind to. I wish you all the best, and we will miss you very much.
Thanks, Miss.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm up again. So, intelligent, mature, and confident. With these qualities, this young grad is destined to go far. He comes across as a bit shy and somewhat reserved at first. That is until you get to know him. You quickly learn that he has a quick wit and a great sense of humor. Justin loves the outdoors and is a budding environmentalist. Cool as a cucumber, not much seems to faze this guy. He just takes it all in his stride. Justin has earned some impressive titles during his time at CIHA. The first being the best goose caller we have ever had. And the second is the girlfriend snatcher. Apparently, he gained this one after stealing a younger student's girlfriend. He's quite the ladies' man from what I hear. And as you know, I eventually hear everything. I have had the true pleasure of being Justin's principal for 4 years. Seeing him grow up into such an accomplished young man has brought me great joy. So I can only imagine how his mum and dad feel today. Justin, you should be truly proud of your achievements in academics and in hockey. We are certainly very proud of you as you head off to management and entrepreneurship at Algonquin. We wish you all the best and hope you come and visit us. Congrats.
Thanks, Miss.
Okay. I had thought it would be nice to try and get a few special video messages for you guys or people who can't be here and that have been a part of your lives. So I have a few here and I'm gonna start playing them. So sit back and enjoy. Oop. Hold on. Sorry guys, my toolbar is covering the, oops. It's covering my volume button and I can't seem to, oopsies. Okay. I'm just going to stop sharing. Tom, I'm going to have you to improvise for the moment while I fix this little glitch, okay?
Thank you for that. It's something that actually, I don't mind jumping in here because it's something that hit me as I was listening to those presentations. And Annie, maybe you can correct me, Annie, Andre, Sue, correct me if I'm wrong. This is a pretty unique group. We don't have any one and done graduates. All these gentlemen have been with us for at least 2 years. Like we said, we've 3 of them that have been 4-year grads, and again, so 2, 3, 4 years, and it's such a unique group. Again, just in the general sense of from all over the world, all different backgrounds, but a lot of very quiet and huge impressions these gentlemen have made. It's such a proud moment for us, and again, parents, I say this all the time, the biggest compliment we get as a school and as an academy is the trust that you have in giving us your children to take care of, to help guide, to help mentor, and you know, I say this all the time is, you know, the boys arrive in September, they go home in December, and they come home in January. And again, to entrust us in 2, 3, 4 years. Thank you to the parents and the family. Thank you to the boys for everything that you've done to make those lasting memories. And again, thank you for everything. So I think we're back up and running. Sue, we good?
Yep, we're good. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Hey guys, MP here. Congrats on graduating. It was fun having you around for a while. Best of luck for everything. Hey guys, surprise! We are so happy for you guys that you're graduating. We've been blessed to be your house parent.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Hey guys, surprise! We are so happy for you guys that you're graduating. We've been blessed to be your house parents and your big sister, big brother, friends for 3 years at CIH. And yeah, we can't wait to see you guys. And Francis is graduating this year.
So Connor, Nick, Ryan, John, Justin, Mac, Elmar, Ivan, Andre, Ben, Damien, Leo. Wish you guys a good summer, and hopefully I will see you guys on the ice soon.
So thank you so much for being part of our life, and we wish you the best of luck, and please stay in touch, and we will always be your family. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.
Hello, graduating class of 2020. Congratulations on your milestone in graduating high school. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors, and hopefully we see you guys around when you come visit us.
had the pleasure of coming to your school earlier in the school year. Here I am in my little home recording studio, drum set back there, little vocal booth. I wanted to send you a quick note of congratulations on your graduation. Super exciting times. Also strange times, right? It's a strange time and a tough time right now, but life is long, and yes, life can be hard, and it's certainly that way right now, but just know that getting over these challenges and getting through these tough times just teaches you more about who you are and shows that you can get over these things. So stay strong, keep those spirits up, and congratulations. All the CIA graduates, there's a lot of people there. I just want to say congratulations, and I'm wishing you all the best moving forward in your hockey careers and your own personal life. Again, congrats. Boys, Mr. Rycroft here. Just wanted to say a huge congratulations to you on an incredible milestone, and that's graduating high school. Great job. That just shows all your passion and dedication that you put forth has come to fruition, and here you are graduating. It's quite incredible, and how quickly time flies. So good luck with whatever you're doing in the next couple of years, whether you're going to school or continuing with hockey or going into the workforce. Make sure you use that same passion and dedication that you did to reach this milestone, and put that right back into whatever you're doing next. It's hard work. Nothing beats hard work. So proud of you. Congratulations, and have a wonderful graduation and an amazing summer. Take care.
Okay. So those were just a few recorded messages. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get some more, but moving along, it is come to that special time in every grad celebration where we introduce the valedictorian for the 2020 school year, and it is none other than Mr. Nicolas Odermatt. So congrats, Nick. I will be passing the floor, or the Zoom box, whatever you want to call it, over to Nick. So let's unmute him, make sure that we can all hear him. There, Nick, it's all you.
On behalf of the senior class of 2020, I'd like to thank all the people who make CH Academy excellent. To Mr. Bordeaux, everything you had this year was possible due to your outstanding love for us all. The excellent environment and opportunity for our student athletes, and for this, we thank you. To the admissions staff who organized everything for the benefit of CH Academy, we thank you. To the coaches for your strict and wise lessons that will not be forgotten, we will continue to work and make use of the necessary skills you taught us to move on to the next level. For this, we thank you. To Alex, Sam, and Marie-Pierre for taking good care of us athletes, so we were in top shape for the most important moments, we thank you. To the faculty who give their all every day to provide us with a tremendous education and put up with our immature behaviors, we thank you. To the kitchen staff, the amount of thought put into every meal to make sure we have well-balanced, nutritious food will always be greatly appreciated. We will very much miss CH's beloved weekend brunches. To the rink staff, who make sure our rink is functional and top shape all year round, we thank you. To the dorm parents, for your love, support, and effort to make sure every day is enjoyable for all of us, we thank you. we have all become world-class toilet cleaners. To Ms. Kelly, for making the tough calls and the necessary adjustments to make each and every day better for us all. For this, we thank you. And finally, to each and every member, family represented in the senior class who support, sacrifice, and dedicate their lives for us all, we thank you and we love you. What a year this has been. I think we can all agree that no one expected us to be celebrating such a special moment in front of a screen. However, it is what it is. As unfortunate as it is, these few months have taught me a valuable lesson that's opened my eyes to what matters most. First, I want to share with you what my last few days at CH Academy were like. Imagine this. You're on a bus headed to PI, painful ride indeed, 17 hours. But still a great time hanging out with your buddies, blasting some tunes, eating MacDonald's, and assuming you're going to play some exciting playoff hockey and return home like champs. Then you arrive at the hotel and you hear the news. Everything starts to fall apart. No spring break, no hockey, and you're headed back to CIH in 24 hours. Doesn't stop there. You arrive back at the dorms, assuming you'll at least still be with your buddies, your CIH brothers, but no. Everyone is jumping on the next flight home. So sad to believe that those were my last moments at CIH, full of frenzy packing and rush goodbyes. Still, the one valuable lesson I took from these events is how important relationships are. Relationships give you something to care about. Relationships are where you get to influence, impact, inspire, and change people's lives. Relationships are what makes CH Academy. When we remember CH Academy, we don't remember scoring 2 goals against the best team in the league. We don't remember winning the MVP award. We remember all the great moments together, the memories we made with each other. I still remember the day Connor scored his first goal at CIH. Every single one of us on the bench jumped on the ice to celebrate with him. It was like we had just won the Stanley Cup. Or 3 years ago, when I nearly drowned in the river and my teammates saved me. We still make jokes about it to this day. Those are the moments that will stay in our hearts forever. All the memories from our time together on the ice, in the gym, in the class, and in the dorms make up our beloved CH Academy. The lesson learned here is to never underestimate the relationships you have with people, your teammates, best friends, teachers, coaches, and especially your parents. Always be respectful and always appreciate the time you spend with the people you care most about. Now, moving on to the impact CH Academy has had on me. CIH has been an immense part of my life. I will always be proud to have been part of such an exceptional school. From the first day as a 15-year-old to the last moment at CIH, CIH has thrown me countless lessons and obstacles that have made me the person I am today. When I separated my first shoulder, I learned to persevere and strive to become stronger and better despite this drawback. I also learned to commit, dedicate, and prioritize the things I love the most. My second year taught me to surround myself with positive influences to help me gain success, even if it meant sacrificing an unhealthy relationship. The following year, I learned to become resilient from all the close games we couldn't finish. I was also able to gain more love for the game. And now, here we are. I'm here with my fellow teammates and classmates, armed with all the virtues CIH has instilled in me. Thank you once again to each and every member of the coaching staff who have done a fantastic job molding us into the hockey players we are today. I cannot thank you enough. Another thanks to Alex Vaduva for providing us with the right knowledge to become successful athletes. Thank you to all the teachers that have dealt with my immaturity. I'm grateful for having such caring people as my educators. I'm here reading this speech because of you. Looking back, CH Academy has helped me to become a stronger individual, mentally and physically. I'm still taking in the fact that my life at CH Academy is over. I've made so many brothers along the way, and here I am now saying goodbye to you all. I will never forget rollerblading to Walmart, sneaking out of the hotel, the all-nighters, the long bus rides, and finally living each and every day with all of you. You are and will be my brothers for life. Graduates, you are all destined for greatness. You all have the potential to become successful in academics or hockey. Always strive for greatness, but remember to be respectful and appreciate the opportunities and relationships you are given in life. I believe all of you have the ability to leave a massive positive impact on this world. Go forth, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Really, really well put, Nick. Again, your speech kind of highlights your own personal growth, but again, the growth that ultimately touches every single one of the boys that are in this graduating class. I say boys, that's because that's how I still remember them as they welcomed, themselves into the dorm the very first day. Again, specifically J-Mac, Rads, Odie, the growth that you three have made in those 4 years. I was learning my ways in the dorms, and you guys were challenging Michelle and I upstairs. And again, this moment has so many great memories. Just going through, it's very emotional. I'm just thinking of all those great times. And again, we want to say congratulations to all the graduates. We want to say thank you to all the family, all the support that these young gentlemen have gotten. We want to say congratulations, and again, thank you for your contribution to the school. We want to say best of luck in your future endeavors. Again, Nick kind of alluded to it. Whatever you want to do, whether it's hockey, whether it's school, life, if you're taking those few extra moments to try to figure out what you want to do, take your time. If this has shown us anything, it's to take a step back and realize that life is more than just the craziness that a day-to-day can be. Take that moment, slow down, look at what your options are, and make the best decision for yourself. Best of luck in your future endeavors, gentlemen. Don't be a stranger. Again, we rushed out of the school, but we really hope that we'll see you all on campus again. Or again, we have the opportunity to meet. If you're ever in the Ottawa, Rockland, Canada area, please don't be a stranger and reach out to us. We'd love to see you all again and say that proper goodbye. I think that concludes our ceremony. Again, a toss to the hat. J-Mac, maybe you can do that for us. You're the only one with one. But again, gentlemen, congratulations on everything. We wish you all the best, and again, we really wish we were all together, but we love you guys, and you'll always be a part of our families. So thank you for everything.
Guys, before we would like to, I'm going to open up a breakout room, and I'm going to invite all the grads into the breakout room so we can get a screenshot of just you guys. So moms and dads, you're welcome to stay in the main room. You guys can chat when we get out, and yeah, so give me a few minutes. It's can be a bit tricky sometimes, but hopefully
thank you so much. Beautiful.
Welcome. Okay. Breakout room 1.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, so I'm going to put Andre in there, and Ben, Connor, Damien, Dono.
Thanks, everybody.
Leo, are you on the iPhone? Let's see. I think that's Leo. Not sure. Justin.
So Leo is the Leonard Haban, not the iPhone.
Perfect.
Okay. Special shout out to Nana.
Nick. And everybody into breakout room 1. Have the boys all disappeared off your screen? Okay, now I have to go in there.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to join it. I'm going to pop in and get the screen. Come back.
I have a different nickname and I didn't get the invite to breakout room.
Who's talking right now?
Ilnar.
Ilnar. Okay, hold on a second, bud.
Thank you.
There you go. Assign to breakout room 1, and then I'm going to join it. All right.
Hi. What up? Jesus.
Hi.
You did awesome. Okay, so does anyone know how to take a screenshot when we're in here?
No clue.
Nick.
I guess.
Nick, that's all you, bud.
So, recording. So everybody sit up straight. Look at the camera. Okay, and smile. Ilmar, are you on something?
Ilmar.
Okay, we're gonna smile, and then we're gonna say 1, 2, 3. Hey, why am I the only one talking?
What were we supposed to say?
Yeah, I didn't even
Flirt.
You realize how nerve-wracking that was? That was very, very, Okay, so everybody smile for the camera. Dylan, get that bottle out of your mouth.
Sorry.
Okay, smile. Congrats, guys. Okay, I'm going to put you. You can all go back into the other room to say goodbye to everybody, okay? Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Congrats. How do we do that?
You should have a button that says leave breakout room.
Oh.
Trying times, and you guys have just been incredible. You've helped us, and knowing that you're there, we've entrusted him, and yeah, we just can't thank you.
What's up, Damien?
With Dylan, who's like, to me and Connor, he's like a giant when he walks in a room. It's even bigger now. So and she looked at me, and Angela looks at me, and she says, "Where are you guys from?" And I said, "Oh, Australia." And she looked at me and said, "Oh crap, I feel bad that I'm leaving him behind. I'm 40 minutes away." And that I just about burst into tears, and she gave me a stern look and said, "Don't you dare." So that was the first day. It was probably the hardest day of my life. And
that's when he became part of our family.
Yes, and Angela, thank you for everything as well. We cannot thank you enough. You've just been amazing.
Anytime, always welcome.
I have to see you soon.
No, I need a tissue.
And Donna and Dylan down there that have all dragged him in, and the three of them together.
It was trouble.
I remember the day Connor moved in with Petey, and because they were so different in their personalities. And I remember saying to Connor, I'm like, "You sure? You're okay? Like, whatever you guys want." Like, again, I had no idea what I was doing at the time. Sure, go ahead, boys. And it was, I think I remember saying to you guys how quick they were perfect for each other. There was just that perfect balance of personalities and attitudes and love for the game and life and being a part of the school. And it's one of the memories of that first year that still I can picture everything about it. Just, are you guys sure? okay. And
yeah, they had their ups and downs.
It was a big moment,
I'm sure.
Yeah, they were my first grade 9 group. Dylan, Dono, Connor, Nick, J-Mac, and oh my word, I got to hit the ground running with them.
Look how perfect they turned out. So it's all,
and
thank you so much. I mean, it's like, we owe you guys tons.
For that.
Yep. Well, they learned a lot of things on how to be on their own, and like you guys were stern, you know, like making the beds, picking up more or less. Near the end of the year, it got a little less, but you know, I myself, you know, a lot of the boys came my way, and it was great to meet a lot of the boys, and you guys did an outstanding job, and I can't thank you enough. Like I said, our kids turned out fantastic, and you guys have a big part of that.
Yeah, I know the teachers feel the same. Like, thank you to all the parents for sending us your kids and teaching them the basics of respect and kindness and politeness. I can't say enough positive things about this of boys riding in touch. I've never met a more polite young man than you, and that will get you far in life. And Justin, just the kindness you exude is amazing. And Ilnar, the gentle giant, I can't say enough about how deceiving you are physically to the inside. And Andre, I know everyone said it, but when you came in double A, the change you've made to now, that's down to you. I've never seen someone with a harder work ethic than you, ever, 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 ever. And John, you are the grumpiest, kindest young man I know. You love to pretend you hate it, but then I see you smiling in houses in Miss Braid's room, so I know it's all an act. My little ginger buddy. Again, he is the one that surprised me. He comes off like, oh, hello, yes, okay. And then the second he knows, he's like, miss. And he's in your room and he's asking for help. And you just like, he attaches himself. And I'm so happy that I got to know you. So I got to see that closer side of you. And Dylan, I know 30 seconds of quiet. That was it. That's 30 seconds. But yeah, every single one of you boys will be in my heart forever. You're my babies, my first grade 9 group. I know Miss Braid's the same, and Lindsay, Jonathan's your grade 8 baby, and it's just
I know. I used to joke about how like I could just steal him and no one would know because we were the only, because before Connor came, we were really like the only gingers there. Like, I could totally get away with it, but I think Rachel, you're right. Like all of the teachers, like every year we have these speeches and we spend time writing them. I know I'm like bawling my eyes out whenever I'm writing them, hoping that I'm getting it all out before I actually deliver it. But the fact that we get so emotional every year saying these things about these young men and these athletes, it's so, I don't know, it's what I've always wanted to have as part of my career. Like I do this every day as part of my life. Like it's so wonderful that we can form these relationships and have these close bonds with students, because in other places you don't get to have that. So we're so lucky that we have the time and the space to do it. So I remember when I was applying to the job at CIH, I was probably emailing Susan. I don't even know how. I emailed Guy, I emailed Annie, I emailed Susan. I didn't even know who I was emailing because I wanted to be there so badly, because I knew it was going to be just a fantastic environment. And I'm so glad. And 5 years later, Sue, 5 years later, and 5 years later, Donovan, we're like we've been there for 5 years now. That whole hand of life has been pretty wonderful. So we're so excited for all of you young athletes to just kind of go and be the change that the world needs and wants and is looking forward to. So you're all pretty awesome.
And Tom, you feel the same. Like I said, they're my babies, and I've been a house parent for 1 year now. I can't imagine these are your first year babies as they're like parents. That's crazy.
It's a really weird feeling saying bye today. It's bye. It's not forever, but yeah, it's good. Great memories and strange moments, as you can attest to. Maybe just the randomness of dorm life is just it's something, unless you experience it, you don't understand it. It's again, we live with these boys. They're our own, and it's a lot of great memories.
We just want to say thank you so much. We can't really put into words, and hopefully our tears express how much CIH and all of you have meant to us and how you've helped Donovan. Of course, I'm going to cry, but thank you to Mr. Bordeaux and everyone at CIH. It has been an unbelievable experience, and thank you for having Donovan in your family, and we will always carry a big part of our heart for you. Thank you.
I wanted to say,
I know. Crier.
I'm not muted. It's bittersweet when your son wants to go back. Like, he comes home for holidays and he's like, Mom, let's go back now. I want to go back. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to go back. But it was reassuring for me, I'm going to cry, that he was well taken care of. And jeez, sorry, Justin. But thank you guys so much for taking good care of him throughout the years. It was a hard 4 years for a mom, but at the same time, it was awesome. And I just wanted to say, Ms. Waldy, he would not pass a bedroom inspection right now. Like, I'm not joking. During his class sessions, he's in his room, but he's, facing the wall so that you don't see the rest of the room. So, am I right, Justin? But yes, thank you from both me and Howard. Thank you so much.
I think it's incredible how much of an impact that you guys have on each other. And for all the players and the student athletes that came through CIH, you guys make such a big impact to each other. And as Nick kind of said in his speech, you're always going to have this strong bond, this relationship. And you're going to go on with your lives, and you may not see each other for 5 years. You may not see each other for 10 years. But that one day that you talk to each other again, it'll be like it was yesterday. And I think it's I think it shows also how much of an impact it is when you see, Donovan and Dylan, that, they left 2 years ago, but they still want to come back and be part of it, and be part of it as well with their friends that they, that they built when they got here at 13, 14 years old. So you might remember your goals. You might remember, the things on the ice or whatever the case might be, but you're never going to forget those friendships. You're never going to forget those people that you lived with and you're apart with. I know from my career, if there's one thing that I really miss about my hockey career is a friendship that I've had and that I've built, and I miss the guys, and I miss the bus. I miss that camaraderie. That's probably the biggest thing that I miss so much. I miss the game, but I miss that friendship. And like I said before, I have friends that I still talk to, some that I haven't seen in years, but every so often we talk to each other and it feels like it was yesterday. And for you guys to be able to experience that to a certain extent at a young age, it just builds character, it builds maturity, and you never know what's going to happen in 5-10 years from now, because the networking that you're doing for each other right now, maybe one of you are going to help somebody that later in the future that's going to help you in your life. So I find that so amazing, and I think that's one amazing thing about an environment like at CIH Academy. So I wish all you guys the best. I really wish we were together right now to formally say goodbye, but I wish you all the best and have a great summer, and hopefully we can get out of this situation and get back to our normal lives at one point. So thank you.
Could I just ask Tom a quick question, please?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a grad with more than 2 Russian students? This case, we had 3.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
I think we should reflect on that. And as a Russian teacher at the academy, I'm incredibly proud for each graduating Russian student. I know how important it is to have a grade 12 diploma because I don't have one. I don't have a Canadian graduate school diploma. I have a higher, but I know how important it is to have this document, and I'm absolutely confident that you are proud of your achievements and your parents are proud of you. And if I were maybe at your local school, I'd be coming all ready to give autographs from you. So I know you're heading into the brightest future. Congratulations, Russian students.
You guys know how much I love my Russian boys. It's, the guys that are from Russia. Someone alluded to Andre's moment kind of as when he joined the academy, and I think it was with Ilya, because Andre's English wasn't the greatest when he first arrived, but I can't remember if it was like the first or second. It was very early, one of the first AA games, and they weren't having the best of game. And I can't remember who they were playing or what the situation was, but the pass went back to the defenseman from the other team, and Andre absolutely laid out, blocked the shot, got up, went in, and I think I can't remember if I'm confusing two stories, but in my head he blocked the shot, he went down, he scored on the breakaway, and of course he pulled off the Kuznetsov celebration. And again, maybe I'm confusing two different moments, but this guy just showed up here, and he already cares, and he already has the heart and the dedication to be a team player. And again, that never wavered from Andre. That's always been something that Mr. Spalov has shown us, his dedication, heart, commitment to himself, to his friends, to his teammates, to the school. And Ilnar of the Marcus's comment, the assassin, because that's it. He means business, and it doesn't matter if you're a Russian goalie or someone from anywhere. He's going to take care of business, and heck, it doesn't even matter if you're a thumb surgeon at the hospital. He's going to make sure that what's up. And you alluded to it, Anna, in your speech about Ivan, is kind of the ambassador and of Ivan, how he took care of the boys and the young ones that came in, and he was always someone that, again, very serious, very stern, but very funny, very, very, it's just a great personality kind of behind the scenes. And especially the younger boys, I remember, whether it's Gino or, anyone that kind of came in that, hey, we need to help them out a little bit and make sure, whether it was translation or making sure the boys knew kind of the plan and the flow and what CIH was all about. Again, these three boys are obviously perfect's a stretch, but it's just three great individuals that, again, we're proud of all of our graduates, but again, for these three to take, even you said the high school diploma, but just how far they've come from that first year. And it's amazing.
I think we need to give a nod to Damien too. I see you just turned your camera.
Yeah.
I can, the amount of English that Damien progressed to from when he first came is night and day. And that's down to, one, his want to schmooze in English to get what he wants, and two, his drive. Lindsay, you taught him this year grade 11 university level English, and when he came, he could barely put a couple sentences together. So I don't know if you're there or not, Damien, but nod to you as well for the progression you made. Not there. For sure.
I mean, I'd like to challenge whether Connor was actually speaking English when he got here too. I mean, let's be honest.
We had culture. That's what I said.
Also, a big kudos to Leo too, who came with limited English, and he really turned it around. I know he was not that academically inclined when he first came, but finally he realized that those marks really do matter, and he bumped it up several notches. So way to go, Leo.
All right. Well, me and Dylan have to leave. We have ice, but I just want to thank you, thank everyone for what they've done to me, and I'll never forget each and every one of you. But just want to thank you very much for this.
Yeah. Say thank you to everyone there. Miss C, Miss Braid, Miss Waldy, Miss Kelly, Tom, Andre, Al. You guys were huge for us. So, it's really special to have those. Just for me anyway, those 2 years. Such a blessing, and then super fortunate for all of you. And I owe you guys a lot. So thank you to everyone. Hi, Nan, I love you. But all right.
Before you guys leave, Gogolev's looking to get a hold of you guys. I'll text you his cell phone number. He was talking to you guys last night. I ran into him.
Okay.
Sweet.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
She's so cute.
It's Nana speaking.
Nana, I'm sure you liked seeing Travis one last time.
Oh, I did. The heart went flutter.
Oh, Travis.
Yeah, well, again, thank you again for including Dylan and Donna. It meant a lot. See, cry. But we wouldn't have met all of you guys if it wasn't for the CIHA. So got a lot of friends, and you know what? It's never goodbye. It's just see you later. And that's the thing. I don't like the word goodbye. And like I said, we've met a lot of friends. And hey, we met Nana. You only have one Nana for CIHA. Anyway, I'm late for work, but I don't care. So I really appreciate all this that you guys have done. And you know what? We're really close. So we're gonna come visit lots for sure. So
good.
Again, I'm gonna head off, but thanks again for everything. You guys mean the world.
Bye.
Thanks, Angela.
Love you guys.
Take care.
Last thing I wanted to say is, Nick, don't tell your brothers, but I think that was the best Odermatt speech I've heard so far.
Yeah.
Really, really lovely. It was
Well,
pretty
Thomas's was Marcus. At least that one was original.
It was so good.
Thank you, Miss.
You're welcome.
All right. Does anybody else want to say anything, or
We're getting evicted.
shall I call it? It's like, I don't want to.
I think the boys should give one last woo.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you ready, guys? On 3, unmute yourselves.
Damien.
I think most of them are gone, aren't they? I think Nick had a rip-off shirt or something because he was changed into a hoodie real quick.
I see Connor. Hi.
Out. Way to go, Damien.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so on 3, we're all going to go, yay! Ready? 1, 2, 3, yay!
Yay!
Congrats, boys.
Congratulations.
All right, we'll see you guys soon.
Okay,
See you, boys.
everybody, thank you.
Love you.
See you all.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Kisses.
Good luck, Kate.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Bye.
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 Have to go.
How
do we get off?
Bye.
Leave.